So y'all think I was joking when I said YouTube is on easy mode. You don't believe me? Check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Check this out. I say YouTube is on easy mode. I meant YouTube is on easy mode. Give me 1 second. There we go. So stay with me. Stay with me. Listen this for a minute. Stay with me. Because y'all think I was playing, didn't you?
Creators should understand is that the recommendation systems are really centered around each individual viewer. So oftentimes creators will say, hey, the recommendation system is pushing out my video to people.
Or why isn't it pushing out my video to
Yes,
people?
they may ask that. And the way it works is it isn't so much about pushing it out as much as it's pulling for each viewer. So when you open the homepage, YouTube is going to say, hey, Renee's here. We need to give Renee the best content that is going to make Renee happy today. It's very much centered around each individual person and ranking the videos for them as opposed.
So just to break down this to y'all, right? This is one of the not the founder of YouTube, but one of the guys who's running YouTube. And he's trying to tell you that the YouTube algorithm is looking for people who are interested in certain videos. And he's going to explain why it's so easy right now on YouTube for the algorithm and how it's working. And I did a video earlier today about how easy it is right now on YouTube to gain followers and to be pushed out here. Y'all stick with me. Don't leave. Stick with me. Stick with me.
Opposed to looking at each individual video and trying to figure out who might like it.
So there could be videos, like a video could have these absolute metrics, like its click-through rate, its view duration, all of that, but you might like it and I might not, and you would consider that when you recommend it.
Yeah, so a lot of creators, they look at their analytics and they're very focused on their aggregate performance because that's the easiest thing that we can kind of present. But the way the system's working is actually, it's not just using that average view duration or that average click-through rate. It's using the performance data as input, but ultimately trying to understand and predict for each viewer. It's kind of similar to how recommendations work outside of recommendation systems.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. When you start your YouTube video, you want to get straight to the point. Make sure the viewers are getting the value. Make sure you have a clean thumbnail. Make sure you got a clean title. And make sure you deliver on what you said. And it's not a clickbait. Stay tuned and listen. All YouTubers, stay tuned and listen because I'm here on the journey too. So let's listen together.
When you want to figure out a movie to watch, one thing that I do is I talk to my friends and I say, hey, what have you seen lately? What do you want to see? And the recommendation system, sometimes we describe it as automating word of mouth.
Love that.
And by that, we mean the system is able to understand what other viewers like you have watched. And then based on understanding what they enjoyed and what they didn't, it can help when it's time to give recommendations to you to pull in sort of like those.
And that's what I'm talking about, right? The title, YouTube is easy, is everywhere. You don't believe me? Just type it in your search bar. YouTube is on easy mode. That title will be everywhere, meaning people are searching. It's at the top of the search. So while people are typing it, searching, you want to make sure you're a part of it. You want to make sure you're part of it. Start your video today. It's easy right now. Let's get back into the video.
Recommendations from other people. The nice thing about it is that could come in multiple ways. Yeah. So maybe like right now there's a video that reaches a certain audience, but then like in 6 months there's something else that's related that pops up that makes this video relevant again. Fortunately, our system is enabled to be able to recommend that again.
And that's the good thing. You heard what he says. Say you make a video and it didn't take off today. 6 months down the road, that title might pop up and your video will go viral. Like you don't know which one of your videos will go viral. So that's the main thing. Just make your video and put it out there and go with what's working. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Go with what's working.
If it's relevant and maybe to a different audience than enjoyed it the first time.
You've given me examples of that in the past where somebody will search for like a certain kind of video and find one, and you'll be able to identify more audience, or something will pop up in the news and suddenly people are more interested in it, or a big creator will make a video on it and then people will see that and say, like, all these new ways where videos can find new audiences.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of like nostalgia as well, where there's just been enough time since people have thought about something, and then somebody kind of rediscovers some trend or concept, and they want to go back and kind of relive it through watching videos about that thing, and you see a resurgence of something that hasn't been popular for a while.
How much do you think about factors like time of day or device type? Like if I'm on my phone in the morning.
Okay, I can't keep running this video too long, but without stopping it. But at the end of the day, he's gonna explain about the time of the day to post and all that things, if it makes sense or if it don't, right? Stay tuned. Stick with me with this video. We're trying to analyze. We're trying to grow on YouTube together. But I'm giving y'all the key right now because I just created a video how easy YouTube is right now. Go viral, and it's working in the young creators' favor, the new content creators' favor. That's what's trending right now. So today is the best day to start. Let's get it in.
Versus whether I'm on the television at night.
The recommendation system uses time of day and device as some of the signals that we learn from to understand if there's different content that is appealing in those different contexts. And so as a viewer, you can see different results at the same time on your television versus on your mobile phone. As well as different results in the morning versus the day. We try to identify if you tend to have a preference for like watching news in the morning and comedy at night. We'll try to lean into that. We'll try to learn from other viewers like you if they have that pattern so that we can see if that.
See, that's another key thing, right? The difference between day and night. YouTube sound like they're trying to figure out how to master this thing, right? How to master which audience is watching what per night plus what per day, right? So just put out your content. Just put out your content. Think about it in this capacity, right? At night, maybe 7 p.m., a lot of people just coming home from work. Maybe they want to chill. They want to watch your video. In the morning, they're driving to work. Maybe they want to just drive and listen to what you got to say. Just give pure value. Pure value. Don't stop giving value. Just give pure value.
That works well for you. And all of it comes together to really just give the right content to the right viewer at the right time.
We often hear from creators like, what's the one number? Like, is it click-through rate? Is it watch time? How do creators like optimize for all of these factors?
One thing to understand is that there's no single answer to that question, as much as creators would love to have one. The reality is that we've enabled the system to learn that different factors can have different importance in different contexts. Watch time may be more important in television versus mobile, or maybe more important in certain types of content like podcasts as opposed to music. Like, does it really matter whether a music video is 4 minutes and 30 seconds versus?
Absolutely. So all the contexts are different, right? When it comes to podcasts, it's a bit different from doing a shorts or doing a long form content. It's all different. But right now, the perfect video length right now is like at 20 minutes, right? It gives you watch time plus it gives you enough duration of time to see if people like the video or not, compared to the shorts. The shorts, you can have 1 billion views and get paid out like 100,000, compared to if you get 1 billion views on a long form content, you'll be making millions of dollars. So that's the difference right there. So keep in mind. Oh, real quick, shorts is easier to build your subscriber base than the long form content, right? But with the shorts, building your your subscriber base, a lot of those people not gonna watch your video. So it's just good for monetization, and that's it.
4 minutes in terms of a viewer satisfaction, maybe watch time isn't really as important as something like a like.
Yeah.
In that context.
Sometimes when people hear about algorithms, they conflate that with just like engagement at all costs. But one of the things I love about YouTube is that it doesn't seem laser focused on just getting the maximum amount of engagement possible.
Yeah, so, for quite a few years now, we've learned that not all time spent with video is equally valued by our viewers. We get feedback that viewers want some videos to be a lot more efficient, getting to the point and the value that they get from them. And so...
And remember, I said this earlier in the video. I said this earlier. Once you have your thumbnail and your title, you need to get right into it once the video is stored. So your viewers know that this is not BS. I'm getting right into action. So that's why it's best to just start off the video with what the thumbnail is saying, so they know immediately you're not messing around, right? Stay tuned. Keep watching this video. We're going to make it together.
While we do look at how long people watch videos, it's only one of the factors that we consider when understanding the value people are getting. We introduced this concept of satisfaction quite a few years ago, where we're trying to understand not just about the viewer's behavior and what they do, but how do they feel about the time they're spending? What would they say about their experience watching a video? We ask them directly with surveys built into.
So they have survey. I mean, overall, the overall content or the overall thing of this video is to make sure the viewers are enjoying your content and they're getting value. Just give value. Everybody has value out there to give. Just give value. That's why I'm like, y'all, come over. Let's watch this together. Keep watching the video. I got a lot more videos on my channel when I talk about how to grow, how to monetize without, even after I have 1,000 subscribers, how to monetize even if you start tomorrow. So go check out my other videos on my channel and keep it going. Let's go further into this video.
The product, collect millions of responses and feed that directly into the recommendation system so that we can recognize when creators are delivering kind of more value per minute or more total value than maybe the time spent would indicate otherwise. And so we look at things like likes, dislikes, the survey responses. People can tell us they're not interested in certain recommendations.
And guess what? Our topics that we're talking about, YouTube is easy, and the YouTube algorithm, and the YouTube this, and the YouTube gods, and the YouTube this, it's trending right now. It's trending right now. So people will like your video, and YouTube will push it, and we'll make a lot of subscribers off of it. We'll get a lot of views off of it. So come on, guys, let's keep it going. It's small content creator time. Let's get it popping.
We have a variety of different signals to get at this satisfaction. And we've seen that when we add those signals into the ranking, that it actually leads to people coming back to YouTube more in the long run. And that's really what our goal is. It's not just to suck a lot of time from you today. That's not the point. The point is, like, we want to build a relationship with our audience, just as creators want to do with their fans, so that
and that's our main goal, to bring value to our customers, not customers, to our fans or to our viewers. We want to make sure we're not taking up y'all time. I want to make sure we are educating each other. Like this video that we're watching together, it's a lot of value for both of us, right? So stay tuned. Don't skip it. Let's finish this together because I have something very important coming up and you don't want to miss.
We can have viewers keep coming back because we're delivering a lot of value to them in the long run.
So for creators, do you think it's less important to look at absolute, like what's your CTR, what's your watch time, and more like how they're currently performing and how they can improve based on their metrics and not like a universal sense of metrics?
Yeah,
great question.
Creators seek out benchmarks because they want to know, like, is this good? I totally understand that. Unfortunately, like, the reality with the way the metrics work the fact that they're kind of dependent on who saw the video and how broadly it was distributed. It's really, the ultimate CTR you get, or the ultimate absolute watch time you get. It's not really comparable like across channel.
All right. So for the rest of this video, it's basically gonna go in just how the algorithm works. You just gotta create a video based on a topic and what's trending, as I mentioned in the video over and over, and I'm keep saying it because I want y'all to really understand how easy it is. And just do video about what's trending. Do it about what's trending right now. Give value, just not just do video to do it. Give a lot of value also while you're doing it, right? And just continue doing it until you grow. Continue going. Just turn on your camera or turn on your phone and do content. Just click record and just keep going. So let's take a few more look into this video, then we're gonna wrap it up.
Channels, and it's even sometimes challenging to interpret when you're comparing across videos within the same channel. Increasingly, while we do provide those metrics, I would take a step back and also think about your higher level goal as a creator.
Yeah.
And oftentimes creators talk to us about views, they talk to us about building up subscribers, or maybe they have goals that are about, selling merchandise or something else. And, maybe for those goals, the number of views you're getting is ultimately what you care about.
Or the quality of the views, or the conversion rate of the views, or
Right. So if you are struggling a bit with the depths of, all the different types of data, maybe just take a step back and say, okay, well, just as one example, would you, as a creator, rather have a video that has...
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up right here. Y'all get the gist of this video, right? The YouTube algorithm explained in 2025. Y'all just go out there and create some videos. Turn your camera on. Don't care about your mom, what your mama say, what your sister say, what your aunt say. As long as you're grown and over 18, and you don't need parental control, just turn on the camera and start recording. Because the algorithm is in your favor. Stay tuned. We have a lot more video coming up, and I'll see you guys at the top. Have a good one.